Hello and welcome back. This is Shelby with another Wellness Wednesday here. And this week I want to talk about judgment. It is definitely something that has been so prevalent in my life. Mostly my judgment of myself, but naturally when you judge yourself that intensely, you tend to judge others as well too. And it's been something that I've really wanted to get a hold on because as soon as I started to pay attention to my thoughts, I realized just how many of those thoughts were spent judging people. And when I took it a step further and really started to evaluate what it was I was judging, it really comes down to always the same thing. I have an idea of how the world works. You will too. And our ideas will differ. So it's as soon as people don't fit into this box that I have created for the world, I would judge them. We're always judging people based on what we would do, as if our rule is the end all be all. And I would say things, I'd see a girl in a skin tight, tiny skirt in the middle of a cold winter day and have some judgment about that. But then I could see somebody, done up with everything, only their eyes showing, and I could have a judgment about that. I could basically, if I really wanted to, find a critique in anybody. But that is the thing. The more that I have worked on myself and judging myself less, the less I want to judge other people. There is so many things going on in the world, and to sit there and to rip on somebody else's life choices is just so futile, and it's such a waste of time. And the more that I am living authentically and embracing my truth, I don't care what they're doing because I'm happy for them, because that maybe that person, by dressing in a way that I wouldn't, is expressing their truth. And here's the other thing. You have no idea what that person is going through, what that person is dealing with, or what has happened to that person in their life. So to place a judgment on them really just negates them. And there's this old quote, if you negate me, then you erase all the other things I could be. And I don't know of a single person that is one thing. We are all diamonds. We are contradictions. We're multifaceted. We have so many different interests. I know myself, I love gangster rap and I love spirituality. There is no code or rule book. But even when I first started embracing my spiritualness and coming out of the spiritual closet, I had an idea of what spiritual people should be. And I was trying to judge myself and put myself into, like a square and a round peg. It just wasn't working. And that's when I finally realized that's okay. It's okay to be one thing and another thing. You are a list of ands. There isn't one set thing that you could fit into. And you know what? Even if you do, good on you. But the point is we don't have to put ourselves in these boxes, and other people especially do not belong in the boxes that we ourselves have dealt up and have come up with. So when it comes to judging other people, realistically, you're just judging yourself. It's either something that you want to be like or something that you have within you that you don't like. Those are the reasons you judge people, because we all know what it's like when you're indifferent to something. Why? Because it doesn't resonate with you. If somebody's doing something, you go, I don't care. It has no deeper meaning to you. But the truth is when we're judging someone, it's like the two choices I said earlier. Something that we want to be like, that we're not honoring for ourselves, or it's something about us that we don't like, that again, we're not honoring for ourselves. So before you place all your blame or your judgments outside, you should turn it inward and just ask yourself, why are you judging them? Why? Really, it's such a powerful question, and it's such an honest question. But I really think that in the world that we live in, with all these opinions and social media and everything, that we could just stand to be less judgmental of each other and just more open and understanding. There's so many people in the world, and even if you wanted to collaborate with someone, usually you get the best results when the person isn't like you, because then you can come up with completely different viewpoints and you can maybe come to a solution that neither one of you on your own could have ever come up with. But together you create something magic, and that's really what the world is based on. We're all different, but we're all awesome. And if we could start looking for the greatness in others instead of their limitations, then naturally we start to uncover it within ourselves as well. And the more that you live in your own truth, the more that you support and are there for other people that are doing the same thing. So I am not the same person that I used to be. If, people that went to me in high school, I am now all the things that I used to say I would never be. So who am I to continue judging someone for who they were in high school? Because if they're anything like me, they're nothing like that. And secondly, I'm judging someone through my lens. There's nothing in the rule book that says that your judgments are accurate. Okay? Nothing in the rule book says that your judges are accurate. We are all just taking this surface level of everything and in seconds trying to decide who this person is. We, each and every one of us, are our own universe. We have totally trillions of cells that make us up, trillions of thoughts. We are just these complex, amazing, interesting, multifaceted beings. We are our own universes. So when you go to meet with other people, try and see that. Try and get to know about that universe. Wonder what it's like there. What are the conditions like on planet Bob? What are the conditions like on planet Shelby? I don't know. They're all different, and that's the beauty in it. So just try in this, newly chaotic world that we're all kind of, recovering from. I digress. But try and be more compassionate and less judgmental, and I can guarantee you, you will be at more peace, and so will the world. So thank you so much for watching. Love you all.